我是汤姆哈特威尔。你好，金熊猫。
You describe yourself as a wildlife cinematographer, a wildlife filmmaker. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So what comes first for you? How do you marry those two things together?
I kind of grew up thinking the two were completely separate. My dad loves nature and wildlife. Every Sunday or Saturday at the weekend when he wasn't working, he would take us, me and my siblings, he would take us on adventures, whether that would be to a lake, to the woods, to the river, to a meadow. I had this real passion and love for nature and wildlife from a young boy. I studied film at university. After I'd finished university with my degree in film, I thought, can I marry these two together? You know, maybe I could film wildlife. I don't know. It seemed like an impossible dream.
So you're on that, what was that island called? Marion Island, is that right?
Marion Island, yeah.
Marion Island.
So me and a small team were fortunate enough to be granted permission to go and be embedded into Marion Base, which is a scientific research base. And it's one of the world's longest running science conservation monitoring projects. They monitor not only the animals that live on the island, but also the climate too. Obviously the incredible wildlife that lives on the island too. So there's orca, there's over 1 million penguins which go there to breed. King penguins, macaroni penguins, rock copper penguins, gentoo penguins.
Are these all real? You're making them up. Are these all real
These
penguins?
are real animals, I promise
Macaroni
you.
penguins?
Yeah, macaroni penguins, yeah. They've got lovely yellow sort of little hairdos that are really funny. Our king penguin chick, which is the protagonist, and we follow a king penguin all the way from its inception as an egg all the way through to an adult leaving the island, and it's about all the different obstacles and challenges that penguin faces on its journey. Me and the rest of the team were lucky enough to spend 8 months working there, working on that sequence. So yeah, it was amazing. Honestly, in the whole 8 months, I wasn't bored for a second. There wasn't a dull moment for the whole time. Animals are at the forefront of everything that I do, but it's also the people. You know, we meet such fascinating people that dedicate their lives to trying to save these species that are struggling around the world. And I've been very fortunate to meet some incredible humans who I think can be just as fascinating as the wildlife we film.
Do you ever look at your work and compare it to other people's, or even compare it to a time frame? I mean, in this country, I think David Attenborough, everyone's aware of, his program has probably spanned almost 50 years. Have you seen any evolution of wildlife programming?
Certainly, I think there's definitely been an evolution. In the past, it was much more objective, more sort of less sort of character-led, whereas now, you know, a lot of our shows have protagonists, and it's much more personal and it's much more sort of tangible, I think, as well, because you can grab hold of something and hold on to it, and you're rooting for that animal. The narration is to help tell the story, and sort of, but what we have to do on the ground is get the shots that best help tell the story.
The Golden Panda's award ceremony is held in Chengdu, in Sichuan, in China, as you know. This is the inaugural event, really, in terms of, you know, big movies, big TVs, and shows like this. Apart from, you know, huge award ceremonies in Sichuan and Chengdu, we also have pandas, the home of the pandas. So I think pandas were part of the show, but you didn't film that part. Is that right?
That's right. I didn't. I'd love to. I would love to go and film pandas.
Is there anything in China that interests you? I mean, we've touched on pandas. That'd be great. Love you to come to Chengdu, Sichuan. Not only film the pandas, get you to eat some hot pot, some spicy food as well.
I'd be up for that.
Great. Could we maybe see you in China in the future? I mean, the wildlife, the different climates, so diverse. There must be good stuff there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's an enormous country, isn't it? Such a diversity, and as you say, in climate and in habitat. Yeah, I'd absolutely be thrilled to come to China at some point and film. I know you've got snow leopards there, which are a big bucket list animal for me. They're right up there. Actually, when you take a step back and you look at pandas in particular, I mean, they're just the most remarkable things. Just beautiful animals. We're very lucky to have still. So yeah, I'd love to come and spend some time with some pandas at some point.
We need to organise this. For people watching, we need to organise this. We need to get top people in China filming top pandas. That's what we need.